Hello crafty community, this is Sherry. I am going to be doing a video series. This is the first time I've done a series and I'm pretty excited about it. It's a series on ideas for happy mail goodies. A lot of times when we're working on a project for someone, we sometimes hit a roadblock. When we get to the end of the project, we're not sure what kind of embellishment to put in that last little cubby of the embellishment box, or what to stuff in that last pocket of that pocket letter. And so, we are looking for ideas at that point. Maybe go to Instagram, Pinterest, etc. Or, like me, go to YouTube looking for ideas. So I wanted to share in this series some of my ideas. And not all of the ideas are mine alone. And if they originated with someone else, I will let you know who that person was. And I will put their information in the description box below. So today, you may have noticed, today's subject for the series is butterflies. Butterflies, it's springtime, getting close to summer, and so this is a good time of year to include butterfly goodies in your Happy Meal. And something about these butterfly ideas that I'm going to try to keep consistent throughout the series is you can use stuff that you likely already have in your stash. No special equipment is needed. They're fairly easy to do so that it doesn't take you long. So I'm going to try to keep the ideas that way so that because when you're at the end of a project, you don't want something that's going to extend that time. You want to finish the project, get it in the mail. So I'm trying to keep the ideas relatively easy and quick. Okay, having said all that, these butterflies are not my idea originally. I saw these from a gal on Instagram, and she saw them somewhere else on Instagram, and she didn't even make them like this. I sort of tweaked her idea, but I will put her name in the description box below. And basically what she did was she sewed 3 butterfly punch outs together. So I've done the same thing in that I've used punches to get 3 different butterflies, but instead of sewing them together, I hot glued some of this pearl trim down the middle, and that's how I got mine. And I used Maggie Home scraps for these. So to make these butterflies, I take each of them, and I could try to just fold them in half, but this way is way easier for me, and it's more accurate. The folding itself is more accurate. So I think I'm going to put, I want to put a yellow one on top of that blue one. So I just use this little score buddy and to get that middle fold. And then one of these tiny butterflies. Let's do this one. With the tiny butterflies, I usually start scoring in the middle of it so that I don't tear the outside, which could be easy to do. So once I have those scored, I just took my Tim Holtz tiny attacher, but you can use any stapler. I arranged them kind of where I thought they would look nice. And then I stapled them as close to the middle as I could. Just kind of eyeball it there, and that's not too bad. And then I simply hot glued the trim down the middle. So I don't really need to show you how to do that. So, and then you have this butterfly, which is super sweet and would be very lovely in Happy Mail, like an embellishment book or something like that. It would just be very sweet. So that's the first butterfly I have to show you. The second butterfly I want to show you is super simple and super sweet. It's just a crepe paper butterfly with different winged layers, so that once you actually use it, you can kind of play with the layers. And what this requires is some crepe paper, which we all usually have an abundance of, and some of this embroidery thread, which all of us, for the most part, have an abundance of. You're going to cut about 10 inches off your crepe paper, almost the same amount as you would for a rosette. fold it in half again, and then one more time so that you have approximately a little more than an inch. Then you're going to fold it in half. Okay, so you folded it that way. You're going to fold it this way now in half. And once you do that, you're going to, not on this part, but on the open part, you're going to cut an oval. You're going to round it so that it looks like that. Then when you open it, you know what? I'm also going to cut in like this. It's been a while since I've made them, so I'm forgetting what I did. So when you open it up, it's kind of like a heart shape, but not as pointy on the bottom. Then you're going to open it to where the middle is. And what I did was I cut, I don't know, probably about 4 inches. Oh, look, that's already cut. Yeehaw. And I put it in there and sort of got it all together. Okay. And then I used one of these little sewing clips to hold that like that so that I could work with the crepe paper like this. And I tied a knot. Now you want this to kind of crinkle together. Crinkle's not the right word, but so I did sort of go like this a little bit to help it. There we go. And then I tied 3 knots in it. Serve your thread if you like. I'm going to use these fabric scissors. I'm going to, now these become this will become the antenna of the butterfly. I'll unclip that, and then you open it up so that you can see the thread. And then you move the knot towards the top of the body of the butterfly so that it looks like a little head and the antenna show like that. And then voila, you have this sweet little crepe paper butterfly. And that's butterfly number 2. Let's see. Did I show you the pink one? Anyway, you can really have fun with colors, and they're simple. They could be embellished. Okay, the next butterfly, I decided that I needed to start using some of this ribbon that I've been buying. And so I made a butterfly using the ribbon and clips, clothespin type clips. I have a ton of these, a lot of them. These are just a few of the ones that I have. So what I did to start using this stuff up is let me show you these ones that I made too. Here, I made one with the green. I cut about 3 inches of this ribbon, and let's see, the ribbon is 1.5 inches wide if you want to use the same width. So I cut about 3 inches off there, and then I folded it in half, and then in half again, just like I did with that crepe paper. And then I trimmed around the outside, just like I did with the crepe paper. And I'm going to go ahead and go like this, so that when you open it, you have your basic butterfly shape. And then you simply take your clothespin and you start to get your ribbon in there so that it is, what is this? There, so that it is pleated. Might be the word I'm looking for. Pleated in the middle, and then you have a butterfly, and you can use some of your pipe cleaners or chenille wires to put antenna in there if you want to. Here's one I did with green ribbon. You know, I got these at Hobby Lobby, 99 cents, and I have all of this, and I have hardly used it for anything. So I made them like that. And then another thing that I did was, thought that I could do is, if you don't have clothespins or you don't want to use clothespins, you could just use your pipe cleaner or your chenille wire. For some reason, I'm not remembering what they're called. So I did that with this green one. And I'll do it again just to show you real quick. It's still the same length, about 3 inches. Fold it in half, fold that in half, and then not on this side but on the open side, go ahead and cut to get your wings. And I'm just going to cut it down that way a little bit. Okay, I can see where I need to trim that again. And then, let's see. I know I have some pipe cleaner here. I'm going to cut a length of this pipe cleaner. Let's go this length. Fold it in half. And then I'm going to kind of squish the fabric part down to the bottom of that half. Yeah, like that. And then I'm going to twist this part for the antenna. And then you can use, you know, if you do jewelry making or make charms or whatever, if you have one of these fancy tools, you can use this to help his little antenna get a curl at the end, which is kind of cool, right? Check and make sure I'm still in frame, doing okay with that. So that's another way that you can make little fabric, use up some of that wide ribbon that you might have in your stash. And these are pretty delicate. I think they're kind of cool, but they're no-sew, so that's kind of nice. And then these are cool too with the clips. You can make magnets out of them or do anything like that. The last butterfly I have to show you will help you use up cupcake liners. If you have, if you're like me and you have a ton of cupcake liners, then you're not sure what to do with them. You're going to need 2 cupcake liners for each butterfly. There might be more than 2. No, that's 2. And then what you do is you take your cupcake liner and you fold it in half and then in half again so that you get this sort of cone shape. Do that to the other one. Oh, I didn't show you the butterflies. I made these out of those simple pastel cupcake liners that we buy for making cupcakes. Another nice thing about this butterfly is that it helps you to use up some of this gem stuff that you may have bought from Dollar Tree. Comes in a big package, there's a ton of it, and so this is a fun way to use up some of that. So then once you have them like this, you put them together and you're going to use a stapler and just staple them. That's kind of one thing I like about these butterflies is they're pretty quick. And then you have your basic butterfly shape. Now you can glue these down if you want to. Just glue those down. Whoops, I forgot. Okay. Do this before you staple. Fold them together like that and then cut a little bit out, and that will give the wings more definition. Like that. You can even work on trimming them some more after you do that. And then for your body of your butterfly, this is sticky back. This is a sticky back one. And then if the sticky back falls off, you can always just hot glue it. That's what I had to do on one of those butterflies. Okay, then you remove this and hopefully the sticky back stays with it. Yeah, there's the sticky back. Okay. And then what I did was I applied it down the center, and then the extra I folded back on itself to make the antenna. I just pull a little bit and you've got a butterfly. So those are my butterfly Happy Mail Goody ideas. Hopefully you got some inspiration. Maybe you even thought of a way to tweak these ideas and make them your own. And here are the butterflies. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Hello, returning subscribers. I hope you enjoyed this series. I'm going to have a lot of fun making it. If you're not a subscriber, but you would like to have some ideas for Happy Mail goodies, please hit that subscribe button. You might even want to hit the notification bell so that you know when the next video in the series uploads. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.